Welcome back, my dear students of grade 10th. We are doing the first chapter of geography, that is resource and development. In the last video, we have discussed about the resource, the definition of the resource. What is resource? Resource, everything that is available in the environment that can be used to fulfill our needs, but provided it can be technological, accessible, economically feasible and culturally acceptable. अगर ये सब बातें conditions fulfill होती है, then that is available in the environment become the resource that we have discussed in the last video. And in this video we are going to study about the classification of the resources. Let us start today's work. Today's topic is classification of the resources. Classification means we have to divide the things on basis of some criteria. For example, if in your class we classify the students on some criteria, for example, the students who are interested in sports, which type sports? Some students are interested in football, some are interested in cricket and some are interested in badminton. On these basis we can categorize the students in the different categories. Similarly, we can also classify the resources that are available in the environment on different bases, and we have the four bases to classify the resources. First base is on the basis of origin, second on the basis of exhaustibility, third is on the basis of ownership, fourth on the basis of status of development. Let us discuss these classification of resources one by one. First one is on the basis of origin. Origin means from where we get these resources. We have two types of resources on the basis of origin: biotic resources and abiotic resources. Biotic resources means the resources that we get from the living things, means that have the life. For example, plants, animal, human beings, insects, etc., which have the life, and from these we get the resources that are known as biotic resources. For example, we can get from the plants, vegetable, food grains, etc., and from the animals we can get the meat, milk, fiber, etc. And abiotic resources means from the non-living things. When we get the resources from the things which have no life, for example, air, water, solar energy, etc. From the air we can get the wind energy, from the water we can get water energy, or from the sun we can get the solar energy. So these are the abiotic resources that we get from the non-living things. On the basis of origin, we have two types of resources, biotic and the abiotic resources. Next type is on the basis of exhaustibility. On the basis of exhaustibility means how much time we can use that resources, continuously we can use that resources or not. On the basis of exhaustibility, we have two types of resources, that is renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources mean the resources that can be used again and again and that can be get replenished after some time. These resources are renewable resources. For example, water. Water can be get renewed daily and after some period. For example, from the ocean, the water evaporate, then condensation take place and precipitation, and the water get renewed daily. That is renewable resource that can be used again and again. And non-renewable resources means the resources that cannot be used again and again and continuously, and that take some time to get replenished. उनको कुछ समय लगता है, millions of years लगते हैं to get replenishment, दोबारा बनने में. For example, coal. कोयल को हम यूज़ तो कर रहे हैं पर हमेशा के लिए यूज़ नहीं कर सकते. एक समय तक उसकी जो क्वांटिटी है, जो भी हमें मिला है, वो फिनिश हो जाएगा और उसको दोबारा बनने में मिलियंस ऑफ ईयर्स लगेंगे, काफ़ी समय लगेगा. तो दीज रिसोर्सेज आर नॉन रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्सेज. On the basis of exhaustibility, so we have two types of resources, renewable and non-renewable resources. Next type is on the basis of ownership. Ownership means जो resources हैं उनका owner कौन है. तो उसके अकॉर्डिंग we have four types of resources: individual resources, community resources, national resources and international resources. Individual resources. Individual resources means which are owned by a individual or a group of person. For example, your house. For example, a farmer has its own land that is owned by only that farmer. So that is individual resources. जो किसी एक आदमी के ही होते हैं. That is individual resources. Second is community resources. That resources that can be used by only one community. For example, colony, park, public parks होते हैं. वहाँ की जो एरिया के रहने वाले होते हैं वही उस पार्क को यूज़ कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल, अगर आपके विलेज में जो भी लैंड है या वहाँ पर कोई भी पब्लिक प्लेस है तो उस विलेज के लोग ही उसको यूज़ कर सकते हैं. तो दीज आर द कम्युनिटी resources. National resources. National resources means that resources we can get within the political boundary of the country and that can be used by the people who are living in that country. These are known as the national resources. And international resources which can be used by all the countries. सभी countries use करती हैं but they have to get the permission of some world level institutions. Let us make it more clear. National resources which lies in the territory of the country. Territory means political boundary lines के अंदर जो भी मिलता है, whether they are public or the private, all types of resources are known as national resources. For example, see in this map, this is a map of India and this is the boundary line of India. इस boundary line के अंदर जो भी resources मिलेंगे, that resources are related to our country India. India से है related, तो India के लोग उन resources को use कर सकते हैं. That is the territory of India. And international resources. International resources means the resources that can be used by all the people of the world. What is the international boundary? See in this map. कोई भी कंट्री में कुछ पार्ट जो ओशन का होता है वो उस कंट्री की पॉलिटिकल बाउंड्री में आता है, टेरिटरी में आता है. उसके बाद जो एरिया होता है ओशन और सी का, दैट पार्ट लाइज इन द इंटरनेशनल सोर्सेज. फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल, अगर हम जहाँ से देखेंगे तो जहाँ तक जो भी पार्ट आएगा, कितना एरिया होता है, दैट इज़ 200 न्यूटिकल माइल्स. 200 न्यूटिकल माइल्स के अंदर जो एरिया आएगा, दैट बिकम द टेरिटरी ऑफ दैट कंट्री. उसके बाद जो पार्ट आता है वो हो जाता है इंटरनेशनल रिसोर्सेज. तो इस पार्ट में जो भी हमें मिलेंगे मिनरल्स या कुछ भी हमें रिसोर्स मिलते हैं, दैट आर ओन्ड बाय द कंट्री इंडिया. और उसके बाद जहाँ पर जो रिसोर्सेज मिलते हैं, दैट आर ओन्ड बाय एनी कंट्री. बट बिफोर यूजिंग दैट इंटरनेशनल रिसोर्सेज, दैट कंट्री हैड टू गेट द परमिशन फ्रॉम द वर्ल्ड लेवल इंस्टीट्यूशंस. जिसके अंडर होते हैं उनसे उन्हें परमिशन लेनी पड़ती है. दैट्स ऑल फॉर टुडेज लेक्चर. we have discussed the classification of sources and discussed the three types of classification, that is on the basis of origin, exhaustibility and the ownership. In the next video, we will discuss the classification of the resources on the basis of status of development. I hope today's lecture is clear to you. Thank you for watching this video.